Hey everybody, Sue here from She Sells. I'm out on the road and I just thought I'd catch you up on my goings on. It's Friday morning and I know this because I checked the calendar. So for a few minutes before I started the video, which I'm sitting here holding with my hand and it's not very steady, I guess I'm gonna have to cave in and get one of those sticks. Okay, so for 2 or 3 minutes before I started the video, I was like, okay, is it my third day or my fourth day outsourcing? And I have figured out for sure that it's the fourth day, which I was thinking it was. I left after the show on Tuesday, so I got a later start. I went out to breakfast with my husband, and it was afternoon before I left. So I drove quite a few hours that day and just started shopping right at the end of the day. So I've had 2 really solid days of heavy-duty shopping. And last night, all right, so the first night I stayed at a microtel, which is fine. I don't normally stay this long on a trip, so I haven't wanted to spend that much money. But literally, and the bed was fine, the hotel was fine, but literally the bathroom floor was so sticky that I didn't even take a shower that morning. I waited till that night when I got to, I stayed at the beach, which I'll show you a video of my room. I mean, I splurged a little bit, but I did use points. I'm going to switch hands here. No, that won't work. I did stay at the beach, splurged a little bit, but I did use some points to do that as well. And tonight, so last night, I decided to come over to Hampton because I'm going to start in Richmond today, and looked up on my Hyatt app because I've got points that I can use, and it was, yeah, this brand, I didn't know how new it was till I got here, but a brand new Hyatt. So there's only about 10 cars in the parking lot. It's a really, really new hotel. They told me they're in their soft opening. So that was kind of nice, and actually it was quite reasonable. I think I paid about the same as I did the night before. Last night I used half points and half money to stay at the beach, and I think it ended up being $15 extra for parking, which I didn't know till I got there. It is what it is, but I think I paid about the same tonight for the last night for the stay. Anyway, I got to get out there and start shopping. I'll try and shoot a little bit of video as I'm going through the day. But I did want to give a shout out to Hyatt because they have their little shampoos, and it has the number for shampoo and conditioner, which I can see without my glasses. So I don't know if you're old, but if you've ever had to get in the shower and not be able to know which one was the shampoo and conditioner because the print was so tiny. Anyway, I'm headed out. I have about 30 stores on my map today. We'll see how far I get. I've been pretty good about sticking with my map. Yesterday I probably went to 2 or 3 stores that weren't on my plan, but I thought that wasn't too bad. And the cart is getting pretty full. I shipped 1 box the first morning because it was kind of bigger stuff. Quite a bit of what I'm getting is pretty small, and I'm being really good about boxing things up as I go. So we'll see how far I get today. I really would like to wait till I get home to process, but we'll see how it goes. All right, see you later. I don't know how much you can hear out here. It's pretty windy, but I'm pretty happy. I just spent about 20 minutes repacking the car. So I filled this with plush. I got quite a bit of plush, actually. If you have good high quality plush, what I do is take the bag, kind of compress it, tie it up, press the air out, and stack them in there pretty good. And if you have high quality plush, it's really somewhat crushable, and then it'll pop back up pretty good. I know it's real windy out here, so I'm not sure if you can hear. So then I've got my box for plastic shell items. I've got some in the middle for, that one's for clothing, and that one is for, I'll say, health and beauty. And then I've got 2 more in the front of those, and that's dropped down where the back seats used to be. So there'll definitely be 2 more of these that can go on top. And not everything is full yet. One is pretty full, this one's pretty full, but I'm good to go at least for today. So I'll get back to you after some shopping. it's going to be another super nice day, so that'll be good. I mean, it really is worth taking the time. I thought I had been really good about boxing everything yesterday, you know, but I just found some stuff here and there, and now that I've got it all really organized again, I know, and I have it sort of by type, so anything boxed I want to bring in the car will go in a certain box, and I can kind of get to all of them. That's the one thing nice about this RAV versus the truck. The truck I have to get in from the back with everything, and this I can get in, you know, these two doors and the way back, depending on which box I need to deposit into. So anyway, here we go. Let's buy some stuff. What do I always say? Be flexible. So I left my hotel, went 4 minutes down the road, and sure enough, there's my favorite wholesale club. Just gonna pop in and see if they have any of that leftover stuff I've been buying since Christmas, some of it on sale. And I figured, hey, I can get gas while I'm there, because I'm down to about 1/4 of a tank. So I went in and, I mean, good or bad, as you can see, my pile behind me has gotten taller. I bought a whole bunch of a certain toy that I've done real well with. It's even gone up in price since Christmas. I've been actually buying them for $9.99 at home, and I asked, but they wouldn't match. They were $10.99 here, which is what I was buying them for before Christmas. Fortunately or unfortunately, they did check the price on the Legos, and those were what I had been paying, $9.98 in Atlanta. So I bought 6 of those. Luckily, that was small. And I actually plan to sell those on Facebook Marketplace. Right now, Amazon's on the listing. I don't mind holding them at all. But I probably can get 50% ROI Facebook Marketplace, and that week or two that I'm staying home to take care of my husband in April will be a week or two before Easter, so I'm gonna list a ton of stuff on Facebook Marketplace. Toys, you know, list them as Easter basket stuffers or whatever. So I'll try to get $5 back on those $9.98s. So now I'm gonna get gas. Worst case scenario, I am going to ship this afternoon. These toys that I bought, I have just about a box full, and I will ship them straight to Amazon with no label, no poly bag, and yeah, that's it. I will pay them to do that, and then I can just get it straight out of my car. There's only 3 styles, so it won't take me but just a few minutes to list them and ship them off. Hopefully, I'm hoping I can wait till tonight to do that so I can do it at the hotel. But if I have to do it in the parking lot somewhere, no problem. It's a gorgeous day. But I already had 2 people. You know, it's 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning, and there are a lot of old people here. I don't consider myself old people, but they're probably about my age or a little older, who said, oh, you must have a lot of grandkids. And shout out to, I don't remember his name now, sorry, he helped me take apart the whole display, because it's one of these that stacks, you know, like a dozen on top of each other and on top of those, and there was some, he had to even go get the hanger bar to pull the ones in the way back out and help me pick out all the ones I wanted. So that was really nice. I usually take care of the whole thing myself, and I'm really good about, you know, filling in the gaps and restacking them very nicely, but he helped me out this morning. So off to continue with my day. As you can tell, it's almost 11, so it's later than I normally get started. But I did repricing this morning because my sales were a little slow, and I had a whole batch, a couple hundred items that I had shipped in. I am using Aura, and it doesn't work with Inventory Labs yet, so I have to load those all in, and I took care of all that this morning, and then the repacking and blah, blah, blah. So I'll probably shop till pretty late tonight. One of the stores I'm hitting, some of them are open till 9, some till 10. I'm not sure here yet, so I'll probably go as late as I can tonight. Or as much as my car will take, or as much as my car will take after I ship one box out. So we'll talk to you again. Bye. I also got a new phone mount for my dashboard at the wholesale club, and I got a pack of 3. And yeah, so that should last me for a while. Heck of a time opening that up. At least I had my my knife that my husband gave me for Christmas. I think a couple of years ago. It's always nice to have in the car. Okay, so now I've been to 3 stores, that series of stores, or that chain of stores that I've been going to, and really haven't done well this morning. I mean, maybe $100. I mean, granted, it's been less than an hour. But I have like 6 more to go here and then move on to Richmond, and it's like, should I just move on? But then you're always like, could be the one that I miss. So I'll probably do a couple more and go from there. All right, I'll let you know how I do. So I looked at my map. I'm using the en route. And like I said to you a few minutes ago, I'm not doing that great in this area. Maybe I'll just head on up to Richmond. So I think there's 5 stores left here. 3 of them are sort of in a patch way over there. So I was thinking, I'm just going to go to this last one and then skirt up to Richmond. I'm just going to skip the rest, because this one was kind of on my way in the right direction. So I walk in the door and I look at my first little section, and I'm not getting anything, and that's where I've been getting most of what I've been getting today. So I was like, okay, for sure, I'm just gonna skip here and head to Richmond. And then I go to the back. Once you start doing stores all the time, you learn the layout of a store, and I'm thinking this layout usually doesn't have what I'm looking for. It's kind of one of the newer layouts. And then I get to the toy section, and I literally, in a small Walmart bag, made, I mean, I spent $60, and I'll make about $120 on that bag. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna do the rest of them down here. I mean, the thrill of the hunt is real. That's all I can say. Now I don't want to miss out on any more. I'm like, get down here. So I'm gonna get to those 5 stores, then get up to Richmond, and keep on going. See you in a bit. Hey everybody, it's, I guess, I don't know, maybe 4 o'clock. The day's been going pretty good. It's like I have a great stop, and then I have 2 okay or crappy stops, and then I have another great stop. But here's the thing about knowing a store really well. So I just was passing by a store that I know really well, and right now I'm literally only getting one thing in my area from there, because I've already bought all the other stuff, and it's just not, you know, the new stuff that's coming in, I'm just not really finding anything. But it's literally, I don't know, $15 profit on a $5 item. So I'll run in and then I'll just see if they have anything else. And literally I can be in and out of there. I just spent 10 minutes in this one. And because I've bought there over and over, they didn't have that one item, but I literally made, I should have timed it. I was in there no more than 10 minutes, and I made $100. So I found 2 puzzles that I have sold over and over the years. It's a Marvel collage, and I paid $5 for it plus tax, $4.99 plus tax. And right now it's going for $34. And it's been about that steady. When I very first sold it like 2 Christmases ago, it was in the $20 range. And it has just gone up. And every time I have found it, I have made, you know, at least $20 on the sale since that first Christmas. And today I found 2. And they were in pristine condition. And I mean, in this store, you could tell from the label how long the item's been there. And they were last December. And it came in an assortment, so there was 4 or 5 other ones. There was a Star Wars. None of the other ones make money like this one. So most of the stores only got 2, so I have no idea how they're still left here, because that's 4 months they've been here. And like I said, they were in pristine condition. The last one I found had a tear on the corner, so I had to sell it on eBay. It still made money there, but not like Amazon. So yeah, I'm still down in that Hampton area. I think I have 1 store left before I head up to Richmond. So sorry, honey, I am not going to get home Saturday like I was thinking possibly. I don't know why I ever say that, because I never end up being done early. So I'm going to head up to Richmond, see how much I can get done there today, and then maybe finish up and start to head home tomorrow and get about halfway home, because I know that I'll shop some stores on the way. And now this will really depend on how much space I have left in the car, how fast I head home. It's about 9 hours from here. So anyway, I will pop back in again and maybe give you an update at the end of the day. Oh, by the way, the sticker, okay, the instructions on the car mount. Now, the last one I had was suction cup, and it stuck really well for the longest time, but last time it just undid. I just couldn't get it stuck back down there again. So these are literally, you peel off the paper and stick it on there. But it even has 2 little tabs on the side in case your surface is not extremely flat. You can kind of bend it down just a little bit to fit your dashboard. But it said the optimum time before you put something on it was 24 hours. Well, it worked for a while. I put it on, 6 minutes after I stuck it down there. And I held it down real hard. Yeah, that lasted about half an hour. So now I'm holding the phone again. And I'm going to leave it for 24 hours and try again. And yes, I need some water. And yes, my allergies are still bothering me just a little bit. I forgot to bring some allergy medicine. Usually I just take it at night and just kind of clear up for the next day. But anyway, I'm making do. I just really need some water, which I have several bottles in my purse or in my cooler bag next to me. I just forget to get to it. So I'm going to grab some right now, head to my last store, head to Richmond, and I'll talk to you. I don't think I'll talk to you before I get to the hotel tonight, but you never know if something really good pops up. Yeah, there's some plush that I look for at times, and I found the best one I've ever found. $5 into $53. So I'm not getting large quantities of stuff, but I'm definitely getting the higher ROI stuff, which is a good thing because I'm trying to get home and not process on the way home. Talk to you later. Bye. Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Saturday morning, bright and early. Not really that early. It's early for me. I am about to embark on my drive home. I decided yesterday, rather than stay one more day and spend money out on the road, staying at hotels and stuff, I just would head home. Hopefully I'll make it all the way today. It's 8 hours and 59 minutes according to my GPS. I have 4 strategic stops on the way home. Hopefully for some big money. Sorry, that was my thumb there. My little stand is working this morning, but it was right in a funky spot in the sun. So here we go with the sun. So I am in line for McDonald's coffee, which I haven't had in a few days. I've been drinking the free hotel coffee, and it's just kind of crap. So I am getting my McDonald's coffee and my breakfast and heading home. It's been a pretty good trip. I'll really know when I get home. I think I was saying before, it's things that I don't usually buy. And I know I've got some really good stuff in here, but I just really don't know my totals at all. I will try and get you that at the end. So I am going to pull up to the window here. I had a bit of a panic because when I ordered and went to grab my fanny pack with my wallet and stuff, I was like, oh, where is that? I just finished packing the car and everything, and it was in the way back. But for 5 seconds, I really couldn't remember putting it there. All right, so we'll head home and we'll talk to you a little later. So it's been a couple hours driving. I passed by one of the stores that I stopped on the way to Virginia. I'm still in Virginia. I found something later that I hadn't seen at the first few stores, and this one I was passing right by, so I just popped in. They didn't have it. And it broke one of my rules. I'm trying not to stop at any stores besides the ones I picked, and the next one's not for a couple more hours. I mean, it was good to stretch for a couple minutes. I'm probably going to stop for another coffee, too, if I pass by a McDonald's. But I saw Family Dollar, and it's like clearance event, so I just popped in there. I really didn't spend more than 10 minutes, but I gotta limit those stops if I want to get home tonight. But I did grab a few of these for $4, and they're profiting $15.75 on Amazon. that's merchant fulfilled, so I'm not, it may be hazmat. It's like epoxy glue or something. I did break another rule. I bought myself something, which I don't normally do. I try not to do that, but 75 cents. And they're fabric Band-Aids. And lately I've been cutting myself on my tape machine. You know, different stuff like that. The problem is, like, one's right on the end of my finger, and it's hard to type, or you can't really tap your phone. But I feel like it's not really healing because I haven't covered it up. So anyway, bought some Band-Aids, bought some of that epoxy, and I bought some razors that might sell on eBay. If not, I'll just keep them. They were pretty cheap. It's those old Daisy razors, and I have a feeling in the back of my mind those sell on eBay. But I didn't stop to check them. So on to the next stop. I'm stopping at a Kohl's in somewhere north of Charlotte. There's two of them. I can't think of the town right off the top of my head. So I have those two stops, and then two more between, I think one might be Gastonia, and then maybe there was only three I had marked. But if there's one in South Carolina or Anderson, South Carolina, I'll stop there. I gotta break it up every once in a while because I'm old, and after I sit for a few hours, I get kind of stiff. So I like to stop and walk around a little bit. I feel like my voice is just as crappy today, but I think it's because I haven't had anyone to talk to. So I haven't been using it much. Alright, I'll talk to you at the next stop. So I'm still trying to figure out this dash mount. Anyway, it is now 7:30. So I stopped in Greensboro, North Carolina, because I saw a billboard for Duluth Trading Company. They had a store. I had seen that on the way there, and my husband really likes Duluth Trading Company stuff, but if you've ever shopped it online, it's super, super, super expensive. It's really good stuff, but anyway, I thought, oh, maybe it's like a factory outlet store. It's not. It's like a high-end LL Bean kind of store. So anyway, I stopped there thinking, oh, maybe I can find some stuff for him and stuff to resell on eBay. But not the case. It took me just a little bit off the path. And then, of course, I saw like 10 stores there I've shopped at before and wanted to stop, but I only stopped at one. But I kind of killed it there, so I ended up spending about 45 minutes there. So that slowed me down an hour. And then I had 3 other stops planned, and I've now just stopped at the last one. I'm in Gastonia. So now I have 3.5 hours left, but it's looking like there's 3 different road closure slash construction slash accidents on 85. So I just text my husband, okay, leaving Gastonia, you know, I've got a full tank of gas, full stomach, probably make one pit stop and a cup of coffee or something on the way. And he called me up and he's like, no, that's gonna get you home in the middle of the night, blah, blah, blah. So now he doesn't want me to get home tonight. But I really want to be home tonight because I left a day early to get home today. Oh, the quandaries, the quandaries. I probably passed about, 100 thrift shops I wish I could have stopped at. But I was only doing Ari, and I was really trying to stick to just the stores I was supposed to stick to. I really didn't do that bad of how many extra stores I went to. But I did leave 11 hours ago, and it's only, I left 11 or 12 hours ago. And it was a 9-hour drive, so I'm not really doing that bad after all. But it is already 7:30, and yeah, I still have 4 hours to go. I don't know how long I've been driving. Anyway, I just told them, look, I'm gonna see how far I get. There's places to stop all the way home. It's not like there's long stretches with no hotels. But I really don't want to spend another night, you know, spend another night out and spend the money. So I don't think I'll come to you anymore tonight. The sun's starting to go down. But I may do a little wrap up. If I don't put this out till Monday night, then I can give you a dollar recap just on how I did. With all the stops I did today, I probably added a whole nother $1,000. So I'm feeling a little better now. Because at first I felt like I drove all that way and I could have made about that much if I had stayed near Atlanta. Oh, the sun is so pretty. I'm going to see if I can flip the camera around in a second after I get on the freeway. But I'm going to wrap it up now. And like I said, if I don't put this out till... I was thinking I might put it out a little early. If I do, in my next video, I'll tell you how I did. I'll show you my numbers. I'm going to flip the camera around if I can. The sunset is so pretty. And then I'm going to go. Drive and drive. See you later. It's Sunday. As you can tell, I'm not home. So I was heading home and made some extra stops. What else is new? Running a little late. Getting calls from my husband saying, gotta be home by 11 because there's storms coming to Atlanta. And I was on track to be home 10:30, 11. But then I got a thing on my GPS and it said, hour and 51-minute delay ahead on 85. And I was kind of looking to see if I could get around it, and I was tired anyway, so I just decided, it was about 8:45, and I decided to stop in Greenville for the night. So one more night at a hotel. I stayed up till 1 working on my repricer. I then couldn't really get to sleep, woke up at 6, but since I found a Kohl's right here, and then 2 more on the way home, I decided, oh, and there's an Ollie's here too. I think I'm going to pop in there, if they open at 9 on Sunday. I'm not sure, I have to check that. So I saw it here last night when I went to get Chick-fil-A, so yeah, it's over there. There's also a restaurant here called Bacon Brothers Public House. Powered by bacon. Someday I gotta eat there. Anyway, it's been the longest trip. It's been the longest drive home. I'm really looking forward to being home. I'm really looking forward to processing all this and see how much I got. So, it's looking real cloudy right now, but the weather shows that it's just supposed to be cloudy, especially as I get towards Atlanta. I think this is what kind of moved in through from Atlanta. Anyway, at this point, this video is probably getting kind of old. I had to wait 8 minutes in line for a coffee and a sausage biscuit at McDonald's. When I finally got to the window after like 2 minutes, she said to me, "What were you waiting for?" And the coffee is not hot. Anyway, no more complaining, a little more shopping, and then home. See y'all later.